Hi everyone, it's Ifoma here again. Ifoma Okuli, your teen educator, counselor, and therapist, certified therapist. Um, Today we're going to be discussing, I'm going to be talking to the parents of teenagers, of young adults on why is sex education important for our teenagers, our young adults? Okay, first and foremost, the information coming out these days, and even when we're growing up, is coming at the speed of light. The information out there is coming at the speed of light. A lot of people now, and even children, have cell phones, mobile phones, which can connect to the internet just in seconds, and your children can access almost anything on the internet. So these are the reasons, and then they get exposed to so many different things fast. And then also friends, the friends of our children also can introduce them to certain concepts, and it's through peer interactions that children learn both good and bad behaviors. So these are the different avenues that are coming at our children, coming at our teenagers and young adults. So it's important for the parents to, or a licensed or certified counselor, to talk to them about this topic so that they are aware, they have the good information before they go out there and interact with their mates, and they can learn information that will not serve them well. Okay, so these are the reasons why we have to talk to them. Another thing is this: we talk to them so that when they come across molesters, sexual abusers, they come across someone who wants to rape them or forcefully introduce them to sexual acts, which they would know about these kinds of things before that time, before such a thing happens. And then how do they react or how do they act in such situations when they are faced with such things? And these days, even siblings amongst each other molest each other, and they do these things because they don't know better, or they say mommy and daddy, let's do mommy and daddy plays and acts. These are for the younger ones. And then for the older ones, or for the older children, is their friends who come in, or their hormones act on them, and they feel like doing certain things because their body feels a certain way because of their hormones. They're growing, they're in puberty, they're feeling certain feelings, and they don't know what to do with themselves, so they go ahead without any education. They're not told about it, they just act on their impulses, and that brings with it bad consequences as well. So how do we help our young adults, teenagers, even children? We help them by educating them properly, giving age appropriate sex education, giving them life tools, life skills, telling them things that they can expect. Because when you talk about these things, it's easier for them to know that, hey, you know what, there are some things that are normal when it comes to their body. These things are normal, these things are the way they are created, the creator made them. And then how do you handle yourself when you start seeing or experiencing certain things as you grow older? So these are the reasons why we must educate them, so that they are not unawares coming into a bad situation, or even a situation that might be confusing to them. Maybe it's not necessarily bad. Even they need to learn about, and girls need to learn about menstruation, how to take care of themselves. Boys need to learn how to take care of their bodies, know what their bodies are going to be going through as their bodies advance in puberty, both boys and girls, as their body advances in puberty and in maturity. With age and with time, they know what to expect. So we'll be doing our children a good service by talking to them from the age of even 10 these days. See, age appropriate sex education begins from when a child is 2 years old. They need to learn about parts of their bodies. They need to learn what is private and what is not, that people are not supposed to touch their privates, and they're not supposed to touch other people's privates. And these are the things that will help them and keep them from being molested, and also keep these children away from being sexual molesters themselves. You understand? So these are the things that this is why we need to educate our kids properly on this, because a lot of people are complaining, oh, there's so much information these days about sex education. Why what is all this sex education? Is it not exposing these children too much? No. If you do not expose them, if you do not talk to them, they will get the wrong information out there, and they will act on the wrong information, and it could bear bad consequences for their lives. And I know as parents, we want the best for our children. I know I want the best for my children. I'm a mother of 3. So I've already started talking to my children about this, so they know what to expect, they know how to handle themselves. As parents, one, I would say talk to your children, or get somebody to talk to your children about it. Such a person who, makes courses for young adults and children, age appropriate ones, so that they can learn these things. That's one. Another thing, watch their friends. What are they bringing into the household? Watch those things. Find out what's going on with them. Don't just leave them to their devices. Another thing, you need to watch their phones. What information. And some people do not even give their kids phones, so we need to watch that. The phones is very important, so that they're not accessing things that at a young age they're not supposed to access. So parents, just go ahead and digest this information, talk about it, and let us know, give more ideas of how we can handle these things. It's not a one-man show. Okay, so we get to do these things together and help our children out. So I'll be looking out for your comments in the comment section. Even teenagers, children, let us know. What do you think? Just let us know. Write it down in the comment section. What are you being introduced to? Just write it down so we can know all these things and know how to help you out as your parents, because parents, at the end of the day, we all love our children. No matter how we might act. Some parents are really tough, so, but no matter how your parent acts, deep down, usually most parents, 99% of parents, love their children and want the best, for their children. You also be open to your mom, open to your dad, open to an adult who can talk to your mom and dad, and watch it with different adults too, because some adults are also molesters, which is, it's a terrible thing, but you have to be watchful, you have to be careful. Well, now parents, I'm talking to parents, be careful about where your kids hang out and all those things. Just watch them and see if there are changes in them, and we'll continue this series. And I encourage you, whenever I bring out a webinar or a book, look out for my books, for my webinars, so that you can engage. I'm also a therapist. I can also be reached personally for one-on-one sessions. So you can get information about all this in my bio. And thank you for watching today. And bye-bye till the next video.